soulflowradio.com.
What the fuck is this?
This is the spot.
This is the spot on soulflowradio.com.
I've been having these really strange feelings.
Strange feelings? You tossing?
Yes, and I just felt that I needed to talk to someone that I could trust.
Oh yeah, then you come to the right place.
And I learned early on, all dick is not good just because it's big. So I just want to say all to men in the house, we understand when y'all don't have it. But on behalf of all the ladies, I want to say this. Don't show up with a big dick man's conversation.
I mean, does this make sense?
Then your wife be looking at you when you in the shower, and in her mind she be going, I think I fucked up. Come on, y'all can make it so easy on yourself, man. We live to hear that fucking gag, man. That motherfucker be, oh, you the number one stunner.
This is the spot, he say versus she say on soulflowradio.com.
Your head all in the camera. Say hey. This is the spot, y'all. He say versus she say. And we got everybody here. Well, almost everybody.
Yeah.
A couple of other people was on the bathroom break. I got my man MOD out here. You go ahead and sit down. Grab the mic. She's sitting right there. But go ahead and grab that mic. Hold the seat. I got the serious one off in here.
Absolutely, we here.
And we're gonna go ahead and talk about these things. Talk about these relationships, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is perfect, man. Because like I say, that next track is called "Beautiful." It talks about a lot, man.
Well,
so when you ready to play it, you know.
Well, that was on the music show. Right now, it's just straight talking.
Well, I can tell you now. One of the things that I have a problem with. We could talk about what we have problems with, right?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm dealing with. I was dealing with something, and is pretty much between a father and the mother of his child. Although there's some separation, but they still inclined to know what your whereabouts is all about.
Okay.
And I don't know if is that am I wrong if I don't advise that person is that a cardinal rule where I shouldn't? You get where I'm coming from?
Well, she's not your wife, obviously.
Right. But if it's nothing regarding my son, why is it important for you to know what I'm doing and where I'm at?
Because y'all didn't quite break away from that.
It's done.
That window.
It's
in your mind is done. It's not quite.
Is it different for women though? And they mind is not.
Luckily we have a woman there.
May Rain.
Fill me in real quick.
Listen. Okay, so when you have two individuals, they had kids together. They have since then separated. Why is it that they dip and dab and they're still concerned about that next person and whereabouts? Like the father of your son still concerned. Well, why you out? Who you with? Is that something that women do, or what's all that about? Is it a cardinal rule if I say, look, I ain't trying to tell you what's going on? Am I wrong for that?
I mean, the wound's still fresh.
Okay.
That's one side of it.
Which wound we talking about?
The breakup wounds. That it takes
Not
a while
to
get. Well,
you said still fresh, so that means it's
the
still.
noni flower still a little tender too.
Right.
You know what I mean? But when you break up and it's a child involved, it becomes different because while we were together, I knew who you were.
Right.
Now I gotta get to know who you are on a different level because now you got my child.
Okay.
When I'm not around. So I need to know, what's your character as a single person?
Okay, well, these two individuals here who didn't get a chance to introduce themselves, they are not with child. So when dealing with somebody that has a situation like this, first from a woman's perspective, first introduce yourself, ma'am.
What's up, everybody? This is Lady G.
Lady G.
I don't have no kids.
Right. But when dealing with somebody that does have kids and you have a a spouse that's former spouse.
Well, let me ask you this: do you have friends who have kids?
Yes, I do.
Have you seen them have the? Girl, he tripping.
Yes.
I can't today.
Yeah.
So, what's your advice to that person?
I don't
can't
know.
do this.
I don't
You the one that said, "Girl, let's go." I see it already.
I don't know if I have any advice because a lot of the couples that I know,
Right.
they're jealous.
Oh, okay.
Well, theirs. It's still theirs. They
Right.
have a kid
So it's a
together.
selfish thing.
Yeah, selfish thing. All the
Okay.
way. I'm like, oh
Okay.
my God, no.
Hello, I'm MOD.
Uh-huh.
And I want to ask you a question. When you were saying that, like, does that person have the child with them and they're inquiring their whereabouts? Well, legally, they do have a right to know where the child is.
Well, I'm saying just me, not even if I have my child with me. She has the child home, and I'm out. Let's say, what you doing tonight? Oh, I'm going out with the fellas. And it gets to another question.
I
With
feel-
who?
And you were alluding to that, and like you are an individual, and you entitled to your privacy.
Right. Okay.
And it really comes down to control.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
I need a checker.
you don't need to check. You need to be honest with her.
I got you. Okay.
You just
Okay.
need to be honest with her. And speaking into what you were saying, whereas like I don't know you when you're single, you should know that person because people don't change when they with you or when they single. That,
You ain't
they're
get
a
this
person.
far.
Yeah, they do.
You know what
Oh,
I mean?
yeah?
Yeah, they do.
They're still that core person.
Yeah, they do.
They're still that
'Cause
core
no,
person.
that's not true. Because let me tell you, I was married. I'm divorced. And the person that I was as a wife, I'm not even required to be as a single woman. So it's a lot of things about me that he didn't know. You understand what I'm
Why
saying?
didn't he know these things?
I mean, listen, I'm my own person. I come into a relationship as my own person. So there are some things that you expose just by default to that person, but you still own yourself. Nobody owns you. So nobody has to read a manual or define you completely. There are things I evolve as a woman daily. So it's things that, 14 years ago that I didn't know about myself.
So
Exactly.
that's growing as a person. That's
Right.
not really.
But as you grow, you have different experiences. You
True
have
enough.
different.
But before we go any further, let me.
Yeah. Hey.
I like.
Let's get it. I'm on this lick too. I'm on this drink too.
I like to start off by getting a good idea of who I'm dealing with by asking signs.
Okay.
Because my saying that I like to use when it comes to signs is like walking into a room, a dark room, and knowing where all the furniture is at. You know what I'm saying? If you know a person's tendencies of what they're likely to do, I'm not prejudging. I'm just not going to be surprised should something happen. So I'm going to start it off with Lady G. Let the people know.
I'm an Aries.
Yeah. Whole thing.
Well, I'm just gonna put it.
God gonna work with you.
I'm just gonna put it out there.
Yeah.
I'm just
No,
gonna.
God gonna deal with you. That's what you want to say.
I'm just gonna put it out there. Now I'm a Scorpio, man.
Oh, man.
Whoa.
Oh,
Whoa.
man.
Whoa.
Yo.
Well, welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen.
My name Larry, and I'm a
I'm a secretary.
Okay. I can deal with a
We could
sad.
relate. I could
Okay.
relate to
Okay.
that.
I'm a Leo.
Oh, I see why. Okay.
Go ahead. What you got?
Listen. I'm the last zodiac sign.
Uh-huh.
It is said that I encompass all of the zodiacs.
Is that right?
And that I am the strongest
I'm
of
waiting to
all
hear.
the zodiacs.
What you got?
I'm the mighty Pisces.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the crazy ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she started to say yes. What?
See?
What? Yeah.
But
yeah.
with that said, that's something I always like to, set the table with so we know where we're going.
What are you?
Oh, I'm a Cancer, so I can relate to what you're doing and
Do-
what he's doing.
Do you think all signs,
Pause.
all
Yes.
sign, all react the same?
Yes.
You think so? Versus
Yes.
male or female? Like
No,
if you get a
I
Scorpio
highly-
guy, do
No, I
all
think-
Scorpio
well,
guys act the same? That
Male and
have
female
same
are
character?
different. Male
Okay.
and female are a little bit different.
Okay.
Yeah.
But generally, your sign, I think that it has a lot. It plays into who you are.
Yeah, it's part of your DNA.
The
It
cycle in
doesn't
which
doesn't
you were born,
completely
yeah.
describe who you are, but it's the basis of who you are.
Yeah.
You know,
I
I like
agree.
to use like cars. You know what I mean? Like you might have a Lexus, same model as mine, same color, but for some reason I could play with the window button a little
Exactly.
different. and it goes up, but yours don't do that.
Okay,
It's just,
I got
the little difference.
I got you. Makes sense. I like that analogy right there.
Yeah.
Yes.
But my next topic,
Yes.
I didn't want to get too. What you grinning for? What you?
She happy to be
so
here.
Ready.
I'm so ready.
She's
So
so
ready?
Topic.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to get too early in it because some of the things I wanted to run by aren't readily showing because I had a book talking about relationships with the signs, and I read some really good stuff between Pisces and not necessarily Pisces, Cancer and Aries. I was very interested for the simple fact that if you don't know of a Aries, I like to call them dudes with tits. For the simple fact that they have a masculine energy. We water signs have a feminine energy. So they'll do a lot of things that'll make you pause as a man like, hold up, bro. I mean, this.
Yeah.
I'm wearing the nuts right now, but in her mind, it's like, dude, it don't work like that. So it was very interesting in this novel that I was reading, this book I was reading, describing the relationship. So that was interesting. Pisces, I can say that all this encompassing of all signs and all this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They are next to a Scorpio, any water sign. They are sorcerers. That's what the book said. Sorcerers for the simple fact that they kind of live in a dream world, but they could snap on you in a second.
Yep.
MOD knows about this just now.
No, it's really not that. I mean, I really don't bowl too well in the signs and who matches and stuff. I think that people really don't understand signs that well. You know, it's all opinionated. However, I do believe that a lot of men are emasculated right now in today's age, especially black men being raised by black women. You should have that male figure in your life. Because even myself, like, I found myself being more temperamental, you know, like a woman sometimes, being with when it was just me and my mom. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I was feeding off of her energy. You understand what I'm saying? So, and that's that a lot of black men need to learn how to, like, not snap and not just control their emotions. But if you're raised by women, you're going to act like a woman.
Lady G,
it's conditioning.
Have you dealt with such a situation?
Well, I just feel like if you're raised by women, you're going to be better in a relationship. You're going to know how to treat a woman.
Is that right?
I think so.
You know what? There's a lot that goes into that factor, though. I can't say it's neither here nor there, but I can say I was raised by a single mother. I would consider myself to be somewhat manly in most of the relationships I've been in, but the reason being is because I was involved in sports. I was always around, discipline was something that they instilled in me. Right. So I was more of a protector in the house. So when it came to being, I guess soft. I don't want to say soft because that's not the word that I'm looking for. A little bit more gentle. I wasn't that guy. I was that guy. If my mom heard noise outside, I got it. Let me go. Right. No strap, no nothing. But it was just something to me that made me say, okay, I'm the protector. I'm go do this. And I've seen that evolve when I started my own family. Right. You can even see it in my son. He's like, Daddy, I got, he doesn't say it in those words, but
you could tell by his action.
You could tell by his action. He's real like that. But then again, I'm involved in his life, so I can't really. But I know as for me, I would say the biggest factor was being involved in sports, being around my teammates, knowing what teamwork was, and coming home and being that. So I wouldn't just so much say that every man is, if he's raised, or every black man, if he's raised by his mother, would be a certain way, because again, that was just my factor. I was involved in sports. You do have men who gets into the military. Right. You have guys who end up being a whole bunch of other things. You know what I'm saying? So it comes from different different places or whatnot.
Definitely. So if you have that male energy around, right, then you got a better chance than not being so feminine.
I don't want to generalize. I'm definitely not generalizing. I'm not saying all, but do you think a woman can teach a boy how to be a man?
I don't think a man can teach a man how to be a man. Okay.
Man, you have it.
I definitely got to chime in on this because I'm gonna be
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Nobody taught me how to be a man.
Exactly.
I had a grandmother and a grandfather. I had a grandfather that stayed in his room half of my life. I got a grandma that stayed on the go half of life. I had uncles that were never there.
Right.
I taught myself how to be a man.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't watch no TV and say, oh, this is how I want to be. This is how I want to be. I knew within me, there was something that just came to me and say, no, this is what a man's supposed to do.
Exactly.
Nobody told me that when I started my own family that, hey, listen, I'm gonna take these bills, you take this and handle that. But I'm gonna handle this rent over our head and make sure we got this and this. Nobody taught me that. For some reason, I automatically knew that. Maybe it go back to caveman days when we went out and fought dinosaurs to feed our family.
Well, it sounds like dudes like you might be extinct in some instances. Because
much.
Why I brought it back to you because of what MOD said was, if you're dealing with a guy, a Scorpio, that kind of throws. Well, yeah, there's a smile on your face, so there must be. It can't be that bad. Like if you get those emotional waves, which you will get with a water sign. Like so far, how are you dealing with it?
Oh my God, it's a headache and a half.
But this is a question for the woman. Is it? Do you have do you want a guy who's somewhat more sensitive or is he more manly? Like Jermaine, GS, sometimes I think he go give me the backhand. Like for real, just in conversations, but that's his demeanor. I'm more like people have always said, I'm like the opposite, because I'm like, hey, you guys, what's good, man? You know what I'm saying?
That's something that I would definitely like to throw at you women, right? You either too stoic, too stone faced, or you're a walking period. You know what I mean? Like what? I know it has to be a fine line, but what would be a preference?
Y'all really want to have a preference conference with me?
Yeah, we're going to have a preference conference. Among other
things.
And
by all means, this is your preference.
In my opinion, I don't think they know what they want, but go ahead.
Pretty much.
I think that
we never know what we want.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I think it's the same for men. Men don't know what they want.
Actually,
the
most
thing
men
is, the thing is this: being happy with yourself changes a lot in your life. That's first and foremost. You guys have been around my son. I've never had anybody tell me that my son is feminine. And he's with me. I mean, he lives with me. But at the same time, my life experiences causes me to teach him the things that I know, and that's as a woman. I mean, I can't be a man. But at the same time, I wasn't trying to raise a man. I was trying to raise a human. It's things that he's going to experience on his own, just like with my daughter, with developing, and exploring sex and stuff like that. I tell her, wait a minute, some of these things you're going to experience on your own. I can't walk you through every aspect of your life. I can't teach my son how to be a man. I can't teach my daughter how to be a woman, because at the end of the day, I don't want them to be replicas of me. I want them to explore and find their individualism. And that's what happens in life, in relating with other people. We want people to be what we want them to be.
Do you tell your son that he should take care of a woman? Honestly.
I don't think so much that I've told him that he should take care of a woman. But I will say that what's already in his mind frame, without us having that conversation all the time, I've told him certain things, like, listen, when you have a child, it's not an option. It's not something you decide to do. You have to take care of that child.
Just going back to what we were speaking, did you ever tell him that he should take care of a woman?
But as far as I'm getting out here. I heard your question. I'm processing. Follow me. You asked me the question.
But you tell, of course, a person should take care of their offspring.
But at the same time, all of those things tie in together. Taking care of people around you. It's not about taking care of a woman or taking care of a man. It's making sure that everybody that you love is okay. And if that is you and your partner in a household, whether he chose to be with another guy or another woman or whatever the case may be, y'all take care of each other. Y'all make sure that each other are okay. This is supposed to be a common goal, not just, and that's the life that I've lived. He hasn't seen anybody take care of me. But what he has said is, I want to make sure that my mom, my sister, and that my wife are okay.
To be honest, I don't teach my son how to be a man. I don't teach my daughter how she should be, a little girl. My actions show my son how to be a man. I don't really think that nobody can say, "Oh, I can teach you how to be a man." What you gonna teach him? Don't cry, be hard.
What I mean by teacher is what you're basically saying is by example.
Yeah, my. Now, don't get me wrong. All my examples ain't perfect. Exactly. Yeah, but in my son's eyes, I do enough for him to understand. And I got 3 boys and 1 girl, and my oldest is 21. Him, my oldest son, I have no tie. I cut my ties because of the simple fact. And a lot of people say, "Why you do that?" Okay, if you don't want to do nothing in life, I can't support you. You gotta want to do something. But if you don't want to do nothing, if you feel like smoking and drinking is the top of the line, then I tell you what, you go live that life. But now I got 3 more other kids that don't want to live that life, so I need to pay my attention to that.
All right, so let's rewind it all the way back to dating.
But no, let me state my case then.
Okay.
What I mean by emasculation is that a lot of since they're being raised by women, it's the inclination that, okay, you need to take care of a woman, you need to do this, you need to provide for the household and such, right? But in today's society, you have to be equals, meaning it has to be a 50-50. Mm-hmm. No one can take care of someone else unless you're wealthy. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And what's going on then is these guys out here are killing each other over women. Mm-hmm. These guys feel like they need to chase women all around the world instead of concentrating on themselves and their education and mm-hmm. bettering themselves as a human.
Right.
These people mm-hmm. are having kids without being prepared, without a home. And I think it's because of the emasculation of men starting at boys. Like I chase women myself.
Right.
And not until I realized that, hey, I don't have to do this, and also the percentages is in my favor. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Is when financially, spiritually, and mentally I improved.
Right.
So I'm not saying that was a crutch. What I'm saying was based on society and the basic social conditioning that I was in, mm-hmm. where you gotta get married, you gotta do this, mm-hmm. and you gotta do that, and if you don't do that, you're not a man. Like they shame you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Uh-huh. And it's like the greatest men on this earth, Nikola Tesla, Sir Isaac Newton, the Wright brothers, mm-hmm. they were focused on something, on bettering society. They weren't chasing women. And I feel like in this Instagram, Twitter, instant gratification culture, that these young boys do not know what the true path of a man is, and that's to progress society, not to chase tail.
Well, let me bring this point. I'm gonna show you guys a clip from a movie that's now hitting on 20 years since its release. That's Dead Presidents, right? There's a scene here I'm gonna show you guys and the people out there. Anthony, if you remember the main character, Anthony, he's a world Vietnam vet, right? And he's coming back in town, and he's already in town, and he's got a job, and he got let go from the job, and his old lady had a significant other that was taking care of business while Anthony was out in the war. Now there's a confrontation here, looking at this scene right now, and that led me to a question in my mind, like, what if that side guy, right? Mm-hmm. Your man probably not in the army or anything like that, but he was locked up. He wasn't in the picture. Now he's back, and he just won't leave. I mean, he'll leave eventually, but his presence has been there for a certain amount of your life. Women, I'll start with y'all. Like, what being approached? What is the mind frame while all this is going? Because you started and you have a family. I'm gonna put that out there, even though you don't have a child. You've already established something. Let's make that be the point. You've already established something with this man, but this other man who did what he had to do. We don't know where your emotions are exactly with him. What is the mind state?
Your question is that my man went to prison.
Prison or he was in the army, either or.
Okay, well, either way, he went to prison or the army. The government broke us up.
Okay.
I listen. Both are a choice. You make a choice to go to the army. You make a choice to go in prison. I mean, you know, if we decide that that's what we're gonna do for our family, he goes to the army. Then of course, you know, that's what it is. But I mean, I personally don't deal with people that do
long distance relationships. And stuff
I like long distance relationships. That's that's another show.
Oh, okay.
But
we'll
I mean,
back off of that
things that will put us in a situation to be apart for you out there, you doing this and you doing that, and you done caught about 25 years. I mean, I don't know what to do with all that time.
Lady G,
a woman has needs.
Yeah, we got sex shops.
So real. She said the answer is resources. Why does she have the dude as resources? Going back to the beginning. Women, they always say, oh, the men used to fight each other for women. No, men used to go and collect resources, and whoever collected the most resources, or who was smart enough to collect the most resources, got the women. Right. You understand what I'm saying? And it's a saying, women don't love men, they love what they can do for them. You understand what I'm saying? So it all comes down to resources. It really does.
Agree or disagree?
I mean, if you love somebody, don't y'all see what's going on in the world? Don't you see how many broke niggas it is?
We'll get back to her.
With the best relationships going on. What you mean women love resources?
Here's the thing, man.
We didn't even know about resources.
Like in that scene, she was still with him. It's just he came back and he later then found out that there was a guy providing her funds to take care of things and things like that, but he even moved back in the house and everything, but she wasn't, the fact that he didn't have the resources to continue paying, she chose to stay with that. So she was chasing money to begin with. You know, it wasn't about whether I love this man and things like that. Now there are some women I've seen women take care of dudes that don't have a job, like guys literally living off this woman, but there's just something in that guy that this woman say, you know what, there's something in there that he may not be. Here's the thing, I'll tell you what, I know a guy right now, it's not that he's a great guy. Great guy.
When you start off with a disclaimer like that,
seriously, it's because of his past that has put him in a situation where it's tough for him to get a job.
Right.
But when he met the girl, you know, he had money. However he got money, it looked good or whatever. But she said, "Look, I'm not in. I like you as a person."
Right.
And I would say about a year now they've been dating, and he still doesn't have a steady income.
Right.
But the fact that he is pursuing other things, he's trying to get a job, he's going back to school, he's a great father, he'll walk to go pick up, you know what I'm saying? So he's bringing something else to the table. So it's not always about, now you have a large amount of women who will support that brother.
Oh, that's a case by case.
You know what I'm saying? But then again, so it really depends on, you know, what type of woman that is. You know, we'll say that because at the end of the day, I've seen where the tables was on the other foot, where that guy's like, damn, you know what? She ain't really got nothing. But the fact that she bad, he'll say, nah, she bad, I'ma keep her. You know what I'm saying? Don't bring nothing to the table. So that's where are you at in your life? Yeah, you know, where are you at in your life that says, you know?
What we got to take into account is, too, you got to look at the time frame of when dead president took place. It took place in the time frame where men were providers. And if you have a man that's coming home and he's not providing no money, no food for his family, and while he was gone, there was another man that was there. Unfortunately, you know, he was a hustler, or he was a dope person, and he met her and he provided for her, even though she wasn't pregnant at the time. What a man that's with dope money and they gonna come in. They're gonna shower her with money. Okay, but she already let her know, hey, look, Anthony's back in town. We're together. He let her know, okay, he's a pimp at it. Right. Okay, baby, your man back. But if you ever need me, okay. So she said, hey, he not bringing nothing. My children got to eat. Women will do the most uncompromising things to feed their kids. If that man who she's with is not providing, and as the man, you can't be upset while you in the army. You can't. Sending nothing or bringing nothing back at home, and she's being provided. You can't be upset. Only thing you can do is you got to chalk that to the game. You either got to get up, get out, and get something, or get on about your life.
Well, my brother, I gotta disagree with that because my father was in Vietnam, and the army provides for the woman. And actually, that if you have a child, that check
they wasn't married though.
To them. Oh, they weren't married.
No, they wasn't married.
No, they weren't married.
Yeah, that's her fault.
See, but actually,
if you still got a kid out there, and she can.
He didn't know he had the kid.
Oh, he didn't know.
He didn't know. So you gotta analyze that to really understand the time frames and where we are now. Because where they were at then, the 70s and the 60s, 50s and all that, it's nowhere near what we think now. The way of providing right now has completely evolved.
Exactly.
Women right now or more so on their independent thing. I don't need you for that. I don't want you for that. I don't have you that.
Lady D, did you watch the movie? No? Yeah, we'll explain why you're so quiet. Let's go ahead and get right to the nitty gritty before we shut it down. We have the positions. I don't have my printout yet, but I'll point out this article that we were checking out, Lady G and I, and it was talking about the 10 sex positions that women love, and I would love to hear. Actually, it's from the Pisces page that I'm following on Instagram. So not Instagram, Twitter.
Preach.
So we'll see what's good with this. The 10 sex positions that women love. The bridge. Heard of the bridge?
Let me see it.
The bridge. That's when you're on all fours and she's thrusting her pelvis towards you.
Okay. The bridge. Take it to the bridge.
Like old wheelbarrow style.
Yeah.
That's what needs to be called, the wheelbarrow.
I can dig that one. Lady G, any thoughts on that?
I like that one.
No,
that's not my favorite, but I like that one.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
fellas, we all agree with that one.
It can be a little uncomfortable though.
Yeah, it can be. That's uncomfortable.
I mean, I'm not going to go through it, but I think women really like it the most from the back because that's where you hit the G spot.
And that's the next.
Yeah. But the bridge though, you don't give them everything you got though, because I feel like I'm shortchanging you.
I think the bridge is more of an eye contact.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's a seductive thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, see the expression.
Get them on the mic.
Yeah. It's more of a see the expression of the face. It's more of a eye contact thing because you ain't gonna last in that bridge long.
Exactly.
You only can hold up so long.
Shit. I'm
so
a big girl. I ain't doing that shit for long.
Yeah, and I ain't got to be. Listen, I can curl a certain amount, but I ain't finna be curling all of you.
well, MOD just pointed out the other position. Basically, it's called a flat iron. Well, it's another take on doggy style. Well, she lays flat on her back and just raises her rear.
Let me see. Let me see it.
Yeah. Going all in.
Yeah, I like that one.
She making noises.
I like that one. I like that one.
That's where you hit the G spot, ladies and gentlemen. That's when you hit the G spot.
I like that one. I think that I can go all night. That right there.
Yeah. But I have a quick little question. I don't want to cut you off.
Go ahead.
How I realized, like, when I was in high school, I did a lot of missionary. You know what I'm saying? And I could climax like that. But now, I still do it, but I'm finished. Like, it's gonna finish with you on top. And I taught a lot of my other friends, and it's like they're the same way. Yeah, like I'll go in on missionary and all the other stuff.
It's an overuse.
But it's gonna end with you.
It's
on
like
top. So, bro, it's like
he said, like,
do y'all? I mean,
nah.
I got my godbrother. He likes to be on top because he wants to control the women and all that. But I mean, what's y'all opinion? Like, now, does the girl finish on top more than versus when you were younger?
I think
everybody's different.
Yeah, but keep in mind when you were younger, it's a it was a different type of it was a different type of excitement. Now that you've matured, now that you've matured to where you're at now, it's not as you've calmed down. You've calmed down. So for you now, your excitement is when she's on top of you. That's your excitement. But for most men, it's like a connection too. Like if I'm into you, I'm damn near any position. I could be upside down, sideways. If I'm all the way there, it's just gonna happen regardless.
That's
the thing is also too you didn't learn how to control your strokes. You know how to you know how to pull back. You know how to slow down. You know how to grind a little bit. You know, make it feel like, hey, I'm in it. Start kissing, necking, and all that. Now, personally, anything from the back, don't give it to me first. If you want it if we gonna start the whole night, don't start from the back, cause you're not gonna get yours. Oh girl, I'm done. No, it's just something about
that's
the
your
back.
favorite, isn't it?
It's a good look back there. It's a good look back there. It's a good look back there.
Yeah.
I'm more of a mental sex guy. Like I like the build up. I know we cousins, like Scorpios and Cancers.
I'm telling you.
I just sit there and I love a strong woman, but knows her place. Pardon the term. So it's like she gonna let me be the man, but at the same time, it's like, go ahead, what you got?
Yeah,
really?
yeah. Oh, don't say
shit,
that right there, man.
Wow.
Shit like that, It does. It's something like that. But going back to a man question, I think like GS was saying, when you younger, you just going at it. So the faster you go, the less time you go have, and that's how it's been.
We didn't know faster was hurry up to get there. In our mind, when we're younger, it was like, cause we heard it, beat it up. So all you doing is you jumping in, you beating up, and you just trying to get it. We didn't know what the take the time was. When you finally found that woman that yo, hold on, baby, slow down. You was like, whoa, wait, what's this about? This ain't what I'm used to.
Speaking of, I know some women don't particularly like the sensual touches.
Can you explain that, Jack?
Well, sensual touches like, the rubbing of the shoulder, the neck sometimes. Like, sometimes they don't want it too soft. You want it a little bit firmer. I don't know.
I like a firm grip. I don't want to feel like I'm in no white porn.
Yeah.
Shit,
no feathers and none of that.
You rubbing my shoulders for that? I don't need company. Ain't nobody
I think every girl like that subtle chokehold. Like it's not deep. Like you go pass out. It's like that. Like damn, this nigga got my neck. You know what I'm saying?
Strong.
I like it. I like it. Sensual in the beginning, and then we could get to all that
right
after.
Yeah.
She like bruises.
Yeah. No, listen.
Now I have dealt with other cultures and from other continents, and not everyone is into the same stuff. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I was with a Japanese girl, and she didn't like for me to like smack her like when I was, doing it from the back or whatever.
Right.
And she saw it as disciplinary. She saw it as a negative.
That's their culture.
And I was like, whoa. And that totally turned me off, and that was it for me.
It turned me off too. Like, damn, we just went from.
So it could be a culture.
Saute, man, you doing this all off the mic. They don't even heard what you said.
Listen, I don't know. I guess you had a different. I was with a Filipino woman, and she liked it.
Yeah, so
she
That was different.
Mm-hmm. She got down with the roughness.
Well, that leads to the next position, another doggy style. It's called the Basset Hound. Where you're taking the doggy style to a whole new level as each partner spreads legs wider for more power.
Oh yeah, I got caught up.
You
in
need
a
visuals
situation like that.
I want to visual.
Yeah. See,
hey, hold on. Sirius's face, y'all can't see it, but Sirius's face is crazy. Cause when that's it, he sat there.
No, because that's when you tell him arch your back, arch, go to Lord. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is right there. But I would say this, like as of now that I'm older, like I really am more conscious if the woman like comes or climaxes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like before, I really that wasn't really.
You have to, because if listen, you don't want to be dealing with nobody and she popping gum and chewing and stuff. You
Exactly.
like, well, what the deal is? She watching the news while you stroking, and that'll turn off. You have to. If she don't come, this is what I'm gonna tell you. The true story. This is exactly what my grandma told me, and I'm gonna use the exact same words she said. So y'all pardon me. My grandma said to me, and I took it to I'm gonna take it to my grave. She say, if you have sex with a woman and she does not go to sleep after you have sex, you got some more fucking to do.
Yeah.
I agree.
Wise words.
And
I know.
And ever since then,
If we don't
I
go
try to be NyQuil.
Yeah.
Suck.
I'm sorry.
If I
If
get
I
up
can't
and clean
sleep,
up
you
that
suck.
baby boy shit,
Yeah.
that ain't in real life.
No, that
I don't wanna
position
do
that
shit.
position is yeah, that's it right there.
The basset hound.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Yeah.
That's
The
it
next
right
one
there.
is called the pretzel dip. It's just these
We
names.
intertwined though, somewhat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Look at the picture. Well, you saw it already.
wow.
Some people don't like.
I like that. Damn, man. Hey, man got excited.
See that
like
position.
Yeah.
See that's
brother
when you
excited.
gotta go to the corner of the bed. Like when you in the corner of the bed, you can get
Wait, I think you can really feel it.
no,
Yeah,
that's
it.
my
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite.
Yeah, I
They go
like
to
that
crying
too.
like, I love you.
You put
all
your
that type of stuff.
Yeah.
You said the corner of the
Yeah.
bed. You put your shoes on for that one.
No, you gotta take your socks off because you'll be slipping.
No, I'm saying like
I can't. Y'all
the, gu-
thinking
the ones
too
with
much.
grips.
Okay, y'all thinking too much.
Listen.
Socks on, socks
No,
off.
ain't no
I don't
socks
give a
on.
fuck.
Of course you don't, because you getting it. I'm talking about for us. You need traction.
We're standing up.
Yeah.
We're doing our
No,
thing.
that ain't standing up, is it?
That
No,
wasn't
this on the
standing
bed.
up.
That's on the bed. On the bed.
No,
I would say I don't stand up on the bed.
Yeah.
Put the knee down. Yeah, I
in
get
the
that, but
kitchen
I understood where you were coming from.
That's a rowboat.
Bro, 'cause you gotta take off your socks. If you got
Hey,
towel, you gonna fall.
Yeah, you're gonna slip and butt.
There's one similar to that where you got one knee on the bed and one foot on the floor.
Right.
Like
That's what he's talking about.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought because it's one that you use it as an anchor.
Yeah.
And it stay on the floor, but the other on the knee, yeah.
And let's keep in mind these positions are what women like.
Oh.
The other one is the 68.
Let me see that one.
You already know what the 68 is. Yeah, just head, pretty much.
Oh, well, yeah.
Remember,
I
these
thought it
are.
was gonna be something different.
Yeah, no. The face off, I think this is quite boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, the face off.
Let me see.
That's a nice one. That's a
right.
nice one.
Let me see.
That's sensual.
Yeah,
That's sensual.
Yeah, that's
sensual.
That could work.
Because I'm damn near digging on your back like nails because I need to hold
But
because if
I
you
like
fall
to see
back,
that with slim people. Like me, I don't need to be sitting up on your lap, playing patty cake and shit. I don't know. I can't do all that.
That position right there, you got to be really in, because I ain't finna meet nobody on the first night we go home and I'm face to face with you. No,
we can't.
Nah,
right.
Nah,
So what
it's
about
late.
anal?
I'm drunk.
You know what I want to know?
See, she just got.
How do guys feel about anal sex?
I want to know.
Let me be the first. I ain't doing it. I don't care.
No.
Ever in my life.
Not a fan of the dirty.
Never.
No.
Nah. No.
Is she requesting it?
I don't give
let me tell you, a friend of mine, a female friend of mine said she used to ask guys for it just to see if they would, and that would incline to let her know that he had been with dudes. Yeah.
But that's not true.
But that's what I'm not saying it is, but that's what she said. She was like, that's so she used that as a tactic.
Asking you to play with his ass, but playing with your ass, like my thing is just do what I like. I do what I need.
If you hear the aim to please, then that's the only.
Listen, I don't care if that's her thing and she want it. I'm not the qualified person for that because I just.
All right, now we just had a whole show. What you won't do?
No,
Cuddy gonna do.
I don't care what he do. He can have that. He can have that part of it.
Ain't no no part. Ain't no
Oh,
part.
he can have if that's what she want and she want to fire the whole thing. Go ahead, because I wouldn't give it to her.
One woman that would leave a relationship.
Not
because,
just for that,
Yeah,
but if it's like, of
No, I
course
mean
it
I'm gonna
has to be
handle
a
my business,
build-up of
everything,
things.
but I'm just not for to play around your dude shoot like that. I'm not.
MOD.
I'm not.
I mean, I've tried it. I don't like it, but I mean, I do think like when they're about to climax, if you pop a finger, it do take them to another level.
It does.
See?
It does.
So I pop finger
What
like
it
I'm
do?
about to say, I'll stick a finger right in now.
I can't. See, I wouldn't
Because
be
it
able.
take it to the next level.
I think I'm a rupture something though, because I don't know. I've never like. I feel like I
Don't
feel like I'm a hurt.
God forgive her. I mean, God be with her. God be with her if you got nails.
No, man. Listen.
Clip your nails, bro.
Don't let me.
Clip your nails, bro.
Don't let me.
Come on
Don't let
now.
me be drinking because it's gonna be a horrific sight. Like I'm gonna make a fool of myself.
Can I piggyback off that?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna make a fool of myself
Drunk D.
because there's a way to make it sensual, right? Am I correct? You don't just do it like you beating up.
I mean, it depends. 'cause
Okay.
Once
Lady
you
G.
get to a certain level, to be honest, right?
Yeah.
When you get, don't let me be drunk.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
You really
that
gotta
sets it
know.
off
You really
right
gotta know
there.
when to do it.
I want you more.
Yeah.
I need
and
it.
you want shit. I want shit. I ain't never like that. We don't do all the time.
We can do whatever you want when
I
I'm
don't know.
done.
Just for
Bite
me,
me right here.
I don't even like. I don't like
my
using the
armpits.
bathroom when I got to do that. So I definitely don't. I be listen. When I have to do number 2, I'm frustrated as hell. I hate it. I have to do it because I got to get this out of my system. But I'm frustrated as hell. It irritates the hell out of me. So to know that I gotta, that's what. Nah, baby, that's not fit to happen. We gotta find
He
something
took
else.
it to a whole nother level.
Yeah,
A whole nother level.
Listen,
right.
I'm just angry like that.
Listen,
Take
I
his
have
mic.
a question.
He's eclectic
Do
like
men
that.
like their ass licked?
No.
No.
Because it reminds them of being gay.
I hope my
No.
girls
It doesn't
listening out
feel
there.
right.
But you know what?
Don't play with my nipples.
There's a thin. I'll just go in there. There's a spot underneath the ball, not too far back, but just close enough.
I know.
That spot right. Oh
look
man,
fridge.
listen
I
here.
think a little under fridge
When
under
a
there.
girl is giving head,
Right.
like when she touches you down there, you like that?
Absolutely. What in my
Like
butt?
She's touching your balls. She's touching that area. Is
Yeah.
that okay?
Oh yeah,
That's
but I
still-
can't listen, man. I get the
No
thin
hands.
right
In the
underneath.
No
Yeah.
hands.
That's different.
Team no hands.
I don't care. She can use her hands. I don't. It
Wait,
doesn't
but I
bother
thought
me.
it was better when you use your hands.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't mind the hands, things like that, because listen, it shows me how in tune you are, and like you're not thinking. I don't want you to be a thinker. If we're going there, like you said, and the mellow, just go with it.
Right.
Just go with it.
But I mean, you can't.
Like, but I
see,
will say, I would never say never. I would never say never
you
because
can't be giving
enough.
out rules and shit.
Yeah, I don't want
You
that.
wanna be-
Yeah, no rules.
Yeah,
Come
nah,
on now.
I don't want that.
Let me stabilize.
Cause you know why? Cause you know why? The reason why I say that is because what I thought. The reason why I say that is because what I thought was something I really like. Somebody else showed me different. And if I hadn't said, if I was to say no, I want you to do it like this and stay consistent with how I like
Exactly,
it, I would have
that's
missed out on the best.
That's true.
The best moment I had.
Lady
Wow.
G, as far as taking it back to the anal, I don't know how the hell may rain we end up here,
Hey.
but is it something that you would partake in, have partaken in, or continue to partake in?
Yeah, I've tried it a couple times.
Oh,
I
yeah?
don't partake in it. I mean, I don't recommend it, but if he likes it,
Hey, listen.
Wait
so
a
we
minute.
got-
What are we talking about? We talking
The
about
anal.
anal sex
Yeah.
from like your mate giving you anal
Yeah.
sex. Oh, that's the best shit in the world.
Pun intended, I guess.
Listen. Listen.
Damn it, man.
Listen.
That
I-
is the
okay,
best
but
shit in
you
the
guys don't
world.
believe in the saying when people say you ain't a real freak if you don't do anal.
right.
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 I mean, what?
Listen,
No,
man.
please.
There's other
When I
things.
get to a certain level, like when I get to that level,
Right.
it's you gotta know.
Right.
I
It-
feel
it
like I'm gonna be
involves
that dude
sex.
that's just on his tippy toes on the wall, just what you do? Whoa, what you doing? But I have a do something else, like pull my hair. Oh, don't even
We
talk
go,
about
how about
it.
we barter? You know what I'm saying? Instead of that, You could bite me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I could do that.
Like do something.
But
you know
see,
what I mean? Like I don't have to.
that's how I'm different. Like I don't want you playing with my nipples. I don't want you playing. Y'all talking about that line that's under your balls. Don't play with my line. See no hands. Like let me do all the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let me. You know,
have you ever had anybody do that? For you to know what you see? Okay, see you didn't like.
She talking about let me hum on your balls.
No.
Let me hum on your balls.
Listen, man,
I'm on any balls. No, thank you. I do all my.
Get out of here.
Yeah, with that said, we're going to go ahead. We're way over, but hey, it was definitely a great discussion for He Say versus She Say. And hey, check us out on SoundCloud, Instagram, Facebook. Everybody else, give them a shout out where they can meet you at. When I meet you, follow you.
Listen, my name is May Rain. That's MAY space capital REIGN on Facebook. On Twitter is May Rain the Poet. On Instagram is May Rain the Poet. And for emails and all that good stuff, you can find me on Rain, which is REIGN 318 at iCloud.com.
It's your boy Will Serious. You can always find me on Facebook and Instagram as WILLSERIUS. You can also come out to, if you're local, come out tonight to the Jamaica House. We're starting our first happy hour night tonight. The address is 19555 Northwest 2nd Avenue. We got a lot going on, man. You can also search me on YouTube as Will Serious. Rip the Stage Miami and see some of the things we got to offer on a poetic level.
This GS Cole. You can catch me at G.S. Cole COLE. You can also catch me on Instagram, which is G_S_COLE. Do I got anything else? Twitter, I ain't been on it in a while, so I can't even tell you what that is. You can call me at 786
MOD.
You can find me at This Is The Spot on South Florida Radio because I'm a private individual and I don't.
He got people. Yeah, he got people lurking.
I hear you,
Lady G.
I don't have anything.
All right, well, that's just what it is. Thank you for listening to The Spot. Peace.
This is the spot. That's the spot.
On special combination of ingredients to relieve pain, to relax tension, soothe irritability. This is The Spot.
It's a fucking movie, man.
On SoFloRadio.com.